2, 1.
Russo's brand family. We are family.
What is up, everybody? I know it's been a while. Welcome to a new edition of ALTERNA TV. I am your host, Brandon Stransky. You're going to be doing another one of our watch-alongs today. Going to be doing Season 1, Episode 2 of Trailer Park Boys. Joining me with this time is my good buddy, Mr. Large Larry Egner. What is up, Larry?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How you doing, Brandon? First things first, this is for Miss Chantel out there. There you go.
Looks like he just pulled a little mini spine out of there.
Well, you know what happened? I chewed tobacco for 25 years, and I finally had to quit doing that, so now I'm on the nicotine gum. And this stuff is so expensive, but now I got to try to kick the nicotine gum because I'm, like, hooked on it. So, but I guess it's better than chewing tobacco all the time, you know?
And you could also try to switch in like regular, like kind of wean yourself off, just kind of like slowly replace it with regular gum, see if that helps.
Well, that's what they say. Like, you know, you can mix it with the regular gum, you know, put it together, and then slowly wean yourself, and just eventually just go to regular gum. And so, yeah, I got to do that because I tell you what, the nicotine gum is expensive stuff. But like I said, I'm glad I'm not chewing tobacco anymore. I mean, it's a bad habit, so. But for this episode, no gum in the mouth.
Man, so have you heard that apparently they're actually going to be sticking with, as far as the main show, they're going to be staying animated going forward?
So they're strictly staying with the animation and not physically.
There will still be live action content, but it won't be on Netflix. I mean, I think they still might do the Out of the Park series, but they are doing another Trailer Park Boys series that is exclusive to SwearNet, which will be them in prison.
What did you think of the animated series?
I thought it was kind of like a nice way to kind of, because we understand one of the reasons why they're doing that is because they understand that they're going to get old. They can't keep doing they can't keep doing the stuff. So basically kind of a way to preserve them in that spot so they can keep kind of doing the same stuff and without having to worry about aging. And because now that I remember, in season 12, like one of the themes like they were kind of selling was like, boys, we're getting old. We can't keep doing this stuff.
Right. Yeah, so I guess that makes sense, you know.
And also the animation is a ways kind of them being able to do stuff that they couldn't. They could kind of still keep it kind of realistic, but you know they don't have to break the budget or kind of jump through so many hoops and red tape to get it done, like growing weed on a space station,
right?
Or doing like a flashback episode.
I mean, I thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty good, but I just like it better when they're doing it than the cartoon, you know.
I agree. I also think they kind of need to I mean, I know it's a cartoon, but I think it'd kind of help out too if they kind of toned down some of the non-realistic stuff and had it be like a cartoon, but still function with like real world rules.
Right, I agree.
And just can keep running with the whole thing of they're just they took so many shrooms that they're just stuck looking at everything like that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that's what it is. It's funny, but sometimes it's a little too much over the top, with the goofy cartoon stuff. So,
like in the first episode where you had, Corey's arm, broken arm spinning around like a windmill.
I mean, it's still good, but I think what you said made a lot of sense. They're getting older. Some of the, when you're older, some of the stuff that they're doing, just I don't know. And I think a lot of it too is the deaths that are happening around them too.
Actually, Dunsworth had actually signed on to do the animated series before he died.
Wow.
Yeah, Sarah actually kind of revealed that when it launched, because people were kind of like, oh, John would have never supported this. He wouldn't have been on it. And she was like, he actually signed on to do it before he died.
That's interesting.
So I guess that actually was the plan going forward that they were trying to do, and he, passed on in the middle of it.
I got a question for you. You probably know this because you're into it a lot. The J-Rock, the Jonathan Torrens.
Yep.
Is that how you say his name? Torrens?
Yep.
I love him on this show on Trailer Park Boys, and kind of sucked that he was gone. Did they have bad blood? Or did he leave on a bad note, or are they?
No, it was all 100% mutual. He was just like, he was basically like, what else can I do with this character?
Right.
I've done everything I can with it.
Okay. I was just wondering that, and it's great because I remember on the last episode you and I did on this, you mentioned like that Mr. D, where he plays the assistant. Have you ever heard of that? Mr. D, the TV show is a Canadian TV show, and Jonathan Torrens is the assistant principal at a school.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, he
Oh,
actually did have. He was one of the few people who actually had some notoriety and
right.
some fame before he actually got on the show.
He is excellent on that show, and my daughter loves that show. And that Mr. D, that's pretty funny stuff. I mean, you could get it. I think it's on YouTube, like on the Fire Stick. I get it. So he's really good on this show. You should check it out. If have you seen any episodes of that?
I have not. No.
You would like it a lot.
And I know one show I need to check out is Letterkenny.
Yeah, you told me about that, and I remember that in the first episode we did together. I've never seen it yet, though.
Yeah, there's actually one episode where Jonathan Torrens is on it, and like him, and I think him and Corey have kind of put that show over as kind of like, if there's any show that's kind of picked up the torch after us, it's these guys.
Now it's called Letterkenny.
Yep.
Now what's it about?
From my I haven't watched it, but from people who have explained it to me or have talked about it, it's basically like over the top stereotype Canadians.
Okay, I have to check it out. I want to see that. So probably when Mr. D's over, I'll probably check it out. But yeah, the actors in this Trailer Park Boys, all of them. I mean, they're all good. I mean, that Jonathan Torrens he's a talented guy. He does a lot of different things, and I just liked I loved his character on Trailer Park Boys. It was tough when he left.
Dude, if you want to see like the kind of range that the three boys have and like what they're really capable of outside of these characters, check out. It's on Netflix. It's the Drunken on Drugs Happy Fun Time Hour.
Okay.
It was a show they did in between the Trailer Park Boys runs.
I think he mentioned that in the last one, but I haven't had a chance to check it out, so I got to do that.
Yeah, they each play like 9 different characters on that show.
Wow. Yeah, those guys are good. I'm telling you. I mean, I think because they just look so dumb on the show, people it takes talent to look that dumb, but people don't realize. You know what I mean?
Dude, have you ever seen the movie SwearNet?
Yeah, I've seen parts of that. Yeah.
Like Rob Wells and Ricky could not be any more different.
It's crazy. It's crazy how different they are than from the show.
And like Mike Smith and Bubbles, those two are completely different. Mike Smith is just a freaking animal.
Yeah, and he's kind of like the leader of the three, isn't he?
Kind of essentially, yeah. He's kind of like the one that kind of like,
He's like the alpha male in that group.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's a great way of putting it, the alpha.
And Rob, Ricky, he's kind of like a quiet kind of guy.
And probably outside of, Mike, the more intelligent one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, they're so different from the show. Now, would you say tonight we're watching the second episode, right?
Yep, it's it was the one where Julian's thinking about leaving the park.
Okay.
Right,
what's the title?
It's called F Community College. Let's get drunk and eat chicken fingers.
Now, do we get beeped out or something if we swear, or how does that work with this?
Oh, we don't. I just try to avoid using that.
Okay.
I mean, I know if I get angry and don't care, I'll start dropping it. But when I'm in control like this, it's kind of better not to.
Yeah. All right. You want to start, or
yep.
You want to give a countdown?
Yeah. As soon as I say at 0, we'll go ahead and hit play.
All right.
In 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right. Scene with the trailer park, right?
Yep.
And Ricky's in his car. Or is that still Julian? Is that Julian's car?
Yep.
That's the car he got from his grandmother, right?
Yes, the New Yorker. That's actually the first time it appeared in any of these, in the show or any of the Clattenburg stuff. Was in. You ever see One Last Shot?
No.
It's kind of like a just like a 30-minute short movie that stars Wells, Tremblay, and Dunsworth in it. Kind of like a genesis of their characters before they became Trailer Park Boys. Where it features Ricky or Rob Wells playing. Oh, his character's name is Rob, and he lives in a car and sells drugs. And
yeah, here he is going crazy with his gun, of course.
Yeah, they kind of danced around a little bit. Some of the from like the black and white movie that this was based off of, how they were originally pet killers.
Are you at the part where he's asking for his gun back?
Yep.
What is that sticking out of the door?
That's a good question.
You see that?
That's like a piece of plastic.
Yeah, it's weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's probably part of his because I think he's trying to grow dope in the car. I think it's part of that equipment. Yeah, it's like the little things with this show, like that. Like in the first 7 seasons when Clattenburg was directing, like these little things they did a really good job of. Keeping in there. Like when Ricky accidentally burns down Ray's trailer and he has the checkbook, it's burnt.
Oh yeah, they do a good job with that stuff.
Oh, there's still some, because they're really good with that small stuff. They still leave some pretty big gaping plot holes.
Oh yeah. Now he's sleeping in the front seat, right? And he's got one of Bubbles' cats.
And Bubbles isn't exactly that friendly with him.
Now, once again, early Bubbles and later Bubbles are two different guys. In my opinion, with the way they talk, the mannerisms, and everything.
Oh, definitely. Well, originally Bubbles wasn't supposed to be like a major character. He's supposed to be more of a background guy.
Right.
Like on the same level as like Corey and Trevor.
Yeah, Bubbles got.
Yeah, because actually, while he was playing Bubbles this season, he was still doing sound. He was still the sound guy working the boom mic.
So he's got the cat to keep the squirrels away. Hear that monotone voice Bubbles has?
Yeah.
See the frying pan on the dashboard?
Yeah. Although as dumb as Ricky is, if you ever find yourself in the woods or lost or something or stranded, he's the kind of guy you want hanging around. He knows how to do stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he knows all the little tricks. And so Leahy wants Ricky out of the park.
Yep. And I think the show kind of does kind of prove like that one thing that Einstein once said, that everybody is a genius, has their genius, but you can't measure the level of a genius of a fish by asking it to climb a tree.
Yeah, right. They're geniuses in their own certain ways.
Absolutely. Like when it comes to weed and like the hands-on, the handyman kind of stuff like that, Ricky's an absolute genius. Like nobody can touch him.
Well, how about what? How about and also a genius in talking himself out of trouble when he's with the police? How he does it with the
Yep,
police?
very slick and quick-witted and
Uh-huh.
quick-witted and charismatic.
Yep. Look at the hose connected to the car.
Yeah, like look at that. Like a dude can actually live out of a car and actually make it work.
Yeah, he likes it, and he likes it on top of it. Oh, here we go, a fight. Look at these guys. Look in the background.
This is one storyline I'm kind of surprised they dropped, is the whole thing with Lucy and Julian and
I was just
and who's Trinity's
gonna
real.
ask you about that. What was the deal with those two?
Yeah, that like early on, like also in the movie too, they told the same story of there's a lot of stuff that happened in the black and white movie that they kind of rehashed in the first season. You know, aside from the pet killer thing. But yeah, they dropped like a lot of heavy hints that Julian might actually be Trinity's dad.
That's what I was just going to say to you, because they talked about how they went to a party together and they woke up naked and they don't know how that happened, and I heard the same thing.
Of course, when Trinity gets older, she kind of looks like she could be the daughter of Ricky and Sarah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, did you notice that like early on Trinity's kind of got like, you know, like dirty blonde hair and then it turns red?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now Bubbles and Ricky are going back at it.
Oh yeah, something else to notice too in this, that Trinity refers to Ricky by his first name and not Dad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. Oh, here comes J. Crew's guys, right?
Yep, the Rock Pow. And apparently they're getting into it with Corey and Trevor.
Oh, Julie, here goes.
Can't really blame him.
Oh, God. Look at it. Now, Leahy is really Ricky's dad, right?
He believes he is.
Wasn't there like in the later episodes, didn't he admit that or something like that?
Yes, well, what had happened was he had an affair with Ricky's mom, and Ricky was born not, you know, within the timeline of when he was supposed to have, for them to have, you know, consummated 9 months. And so everybody that was involved in it, Jim, Barb, Tammy, Ray, all believed it because of the timeline of, you know, when the affair happened when Ricky was born, that Leahy was the real father.
Mm-hmm.
However, that was not the case.
You can drive me nuts living in that car, and I just can't wait to get the hell out of this park. Want to be something productive.
So you think Ray's the real dad?
They actually, spoiler alert for anybody who's not seen it yet, they actually find out in season 11 when Bubbles and Julian get their blood types. They find out that neither Ray nor Leahy could be the dad because of the blood types don't line up right.
I saw season 11. I must not have remembered that. I don't.
And Julian and Bubbles just allow him to believe that Ray was still his dad because that's who raised him.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
But yes, Leahy genuinely did believe that he was Ricky's dad.
I remember that.
Because as soon as like the news broke, he had said like the one thing keeping him from falling into alcoholism was having a great grandson in his life and having something to, you know, not fall off the wagon for. And then when he lost that, he fell right off the cliff.
Mm-hmm. He's offering him a drink. Look how young these guys look.
I know, it's so weird.
God, Randy looks young. And this is probably the skinniest he's been in any season.
Yup.
You see how light? I mean, he's still got a belly, but I mean, nothing compared to the later seasons.
Yeah, and if anybody would be the main villain in the movie, it actually technically would have been Randy. Of course, he plays a different character in it though.
You guys, we had a couple of 18 months here apiece in this trailer park. You're back here for a day, and what do we got? Bullshit.
Whose fault is that?
It's your fault. You're not leaving here without that guy. I'd love to see you leave this park, but you're not leaving here without that guy.
Oh yeah, here's a toy testing the soil.
Becky, do you want me to ask my friends down at the police station if it's okay for you to be drunk in a public place and carrying a loaded handgun while you're on probation?
It's weird seeing Leahy sober.
Yeah, like it starts to get like as the series progresses, it starts getting worse and worse and worse. Like here, you know, he might have a drink every once in a while, or just at the end of the night. Whereas you start off at season 2, he's falling off the wagon that parks in the shitter.
That guy, talk about a great actor, acting like you're drunk. They're like, he's it. He is the master.
He is so good at it.
Oh my gosh.
And here's how good of an actor John Dunsworth is in season 6 when he did the whole thing where he pretended to be drunk. You could tell there's a difference the way he played drunk Leahy and the difference and the way he played Leahy pretending to be drunk.
Yeah, he is a master.
Leahy's right. Leahy's right. Why don't you try doing something for your life for once instead of living in this car like a drunken idiot, eating chicken fingers, getting drunk?
Julian's trying to give life advice to Ricky.
No radio, like freaking lawn drunk, and no chicken fingers. Don't test me.
Wow. Julian means business in this. And of course, Ricky does the exact opposite. There's the chicken fingers. There's his dad. Look at that. Boy, Ray looks rough in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes
Yeah,
Julian.
he looked rougher in the earlier seasons. Yeah.
Uh-oh. See, Ray's got the Confederate flag on his wheelchair.
Skull and crossbones too.
Pirate.
Arr!
Look at Julian booting him. Julian's a pretty big dude, man.
What's that?
And he's pretty big in this
Who is
this time right here. Julian.
Ricky? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, he's he's the early 30s, so
Yeah, right.
that's usually the best sweet spot for that.
Look at his earring is ridiculous.
I think that's pretty big.
It's crazy.
What does it mean? It means what? Situation. What situation? You know what?
Julian's talking down to Ricky.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Julian, that he can be kind of a prick at times.
Yep. Well, he gets frustrated. I can't blame him sometimes with Ricky and Nice Leahy's daughter in real life, right? And
Yes.
the last. looks Randy to put his shirt on. Look at him sleeping in the street. Did you see the kids around him?
Yeah, poking him with a stick.
Oh, look at face down in the street with a bottle of.
Oh, dude, you see the rock that fell out of off his face?
He is such an idiot.
Friends are all lives, man. Ridiculous. Understand what I'm saying? Those are that's the problem. You don't understand it. But one of the things I have trouble with, wanting to miss you so much when you leave, right? You don't want to help me understand things, make things clear in my head so that everything.
That's what I like about the show. These guys are always like good for. They always like care for each other. You know what I mean? Even as goofy as they are,
Or even if they, sometimes
they're really
dicks to
close
each
friends.
other. Yeah.
Well, lots of good chiropractors and stuff, Ricky. One here, I need your help, buddy. Let get that car off the front yard. I need to steal some parts, and I don't know what parts fit what. You do.
So the car doesn't actually run right now, right?
Correct, yes.
So now Ricky's got to steal car parts to fix it.
Yep. Man, did you know that Ellen Page actually shot some stuff for season 1 that never got used?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Boy, it's a long pause. Oh my God, they're just going around getting. Oh, are you at the part where the cops come?
Yep. I believe George Green's one of the few side characters that appeared in every season.
Oh, he's. That's right. He has been every season. Magna PI. See if Ricky could talk his way out of this one.
Chompy, look, you don't have to call us in. Just it's Officer Cole, not Chachi. Sir? We're just going to stay back against the tailgate, sir.
Because this guy's giving away for throwing the cops like a smoke bomb. They can never sort of figure out what's going on. It's like they're stupid with it. Or they just get sidetracked on something else totally different. They come in, try and arrest them, and that's when they know they're headed somewhere else. Doing something completely different.
Guys, we're on live TV here, so you remember that, okay? This is part of your monthly evaluation. I didn't want to tell you, we're not supposed to tell you, but
Yeah, that's kind of a good episode too for character establishment, where you kind of learn more about Ricky, or character development, I should say. Like you see this skill from Ricky, and you learn where he's actually, you see where his strengths are in this episode.
Yeah.
This is the handyman stuff, fooling the cops, growing dope.
Right. It's like you said earlier, everybody's a genius at something.
He's kind of like, you know what? Here's a good comparison. MacGyver.
Oh yeah, right. Well, there goes the police. Oh, here we go. Now, who's that guy?
That
a guy in the trailer court?
I think he's part of the Rock Pile, but he never really did anything after this.
Yeah, I never seen him. Look at J-Rock with the cane. He is a piece of work. Yeah, I never seen that guy before. So Julian just gave him that car now, right?
Yep.
Look at that car.
And thus the shitmobile is born.
And he's all proud of it. He acts like it's a Mercedes or something.
Hey man, you know, in that situation, getting a car is what it feels like.
Yep. He's gonna take the girls for a ride. It's safe for safe for his daughter. Oh my god.
Man, I'm really disappointed they didn't keep the answering machine as a plot device.
Next message. Hey, Julian, it's Ricky. Look, I just wanted to call and thank you for that car again, man. Because
Are you at the part where Ricky thanks him for the car on the answer machine?
Yes. Yeah, right now, Leahy and Randy just pulled up.
I think I'm a little bit behind you. Okay, I'm Leahy just pulled up and Randy got out.
Julian,
Look at Leahy sober again.
not leaving this park and leaving us alone here with Ricky.
Wow, waive his rental fees, huh?
Yep. Because that's how badly he doesn't want an unchecked Ricky running around.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen Leahy this sober in an episode. So many scenes where he's sober, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Has he been drunk at all in the show yet?
I don't think so, no.
No. Randy hasn't eaten anything. He hasn't gotten greasy.
And the guttopotamus is just a tiny little baby hippo. Yeah, that's kind of one thing I've noticed, like in the first, especially like this season, like Randy and Leahy aren't really like the major antagonistic villains that they become. They're more like just, annoyances.
I think you hit it right on the head. That episode right there was establishing the characters heavily. I mean, it was a good episode, but that's what it was really all about, to tell you the truth.
Yep,
That's what I think.
Yep, you kind of further the relationship with Ricky and Julian, kind of their dichotomy.
Mm-hmm.
You learn some of Ricky's strengths and what he's really good at. You saw that even though Julian can be a prick underneath, he's still got a soft heart.
Right. Not too much with Bubbles though.
No, but then again, there wasn't really really any plans to develop him at this time. Yeah.
But I liked that. I liked that episode. It was good.
A funny story. I was reading the thing where that Trevor had put out, or Michael Jackson, I should say, who plays Trevor, about why him and Corey left the show, and he brought up that season 1, while initially, like when it first came out, didn't really get really anything, but the fact that the network they were on didn't have a lot of content, so they just ran a bunch of reruns over and over again, and that's kind of what got it his popularity.
I can't imagine it not being popular. Well,
Well, he was saying that he used to go to bar watch parties and only 2 people would show up.
Wow. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, I love this show. Hey, did Vince Russo ever watch it yet?
He watched the first episode.
And that was it, huh?
Yep, he was saying I think he said Katina got him to watch it.
Oh, Katina likes it too?
Yeah, because he was saying when he first heard about it, he thought it was like American white trash rednecks. He's like, I'm not interested in that.
Well, It seems like something he would like if he hung in there and what like you
Oh,
said.
he said he loved the first episode.
But that was it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I liked it. It was good.
I mean, they're not really, blowing anything out of the water. I mean, the first season of a show is usually kind of test the water, set the foundation, and start to develop the characters. And then you see like who's getting where, who's really standing out, and you start giving them more.
But if you get a chance, check out that Mr. D. I think you would like it. It's about school, but it's really funny. I was totally shocked. I thought it'd be kind of corny or whatever, but it's really a good show. And I got to check out that one you talked about. What was that again?
Drunken on Drugs, Happy Fun Time.
That one, and what was the other one with Jonathan Torrance?
Oh, Letterkenny.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Letterkenny. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's only in one episode though.
Oh, okay. But it's supposed to be a good show overall, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what everybody keeps saying.
All right.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
I am the prince of the night.